Do you think we'll really be able to wipe the Renans off the face of Dana?
Who said anything about doing that?
But we have to in order to survive. Don't we?
Now that you have the blazing sword, and have shown that we really can win this fight, do you really think we should go around killing every last Renan?
But what else are we supposed to do?
Say we go around killing Renans, so they don't kill us first. In turn, that'll just make more and more of them want to kill us. Where does it end once you enter such a vicious cycle?
Is that why you told Grenar not to kill any Renans without a good reason?
I'm not saying we should forgive and forget what they've done to us. But we can't let ourselves be dragged down by our own hatred either. Hatred comes in many forms. There's no one solution that will work in every situation. We have to keep searching for new ones if we're going to survive. It's a lifelong journey, finding the answers. That goes for you too. You have to come up with your own answers.
Hey, Zephyr. Why do you keep fighting?
What do you mean?
Until I met you and the Crimson Crows, all the Danans I ever knew just accepted their lot in life as slaves. Hell, even I was like that. But all of you in the Resistance are different. Even when you have no hope of winning, you keep on fighting. Why is that?
Come on, that's an easy one. I just refuse to live life as a slave, that's all.
Better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave, huh?
Let me ask you a question, Alphen. What does it mean to you to not be a slave any longer?
I guess it means living a life not being ruled by the Renans, right?
But what about the Danans who died standing up to the Renans? Are they still slaves? Would they be truly free if all they did was follow my orders and die without knowing what it was they were doing?
But that's...
Being a slave isn't just a position. It's also a state of mind. Don't become my slave, Alphen. Normally I don't pick on you. Don't go charging off like that.
Mirage! You're mine!
I'll run you through!
There! One
See ya.
more!
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Rising Viper! Mirage!
I'm sure I can put this to use.
What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balseth.
Right, that makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hoodle, and he's a baby owl. Huh. And he's the only friend I have.
I'll take you all on!
Rising Viper!
You're surrounded! Just stay calm!
You're finished!
Who wants to die next?
Take this!
I'm on it! Flyer! These are all you, Sion!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more running.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep them coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
forgive you!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! I'll take you all on! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Pathetic!
What's got you so worked up, Hoodle? Is that?
Watch out! They know we're here!
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shionne!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it? Knock a flying enemy out of the sky, and it's as good as done.
Right. Let's see what I can do.
Great! On to the next!
Roger that!
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
What was it those Zoogles were attacking just now? Is that?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those Zoogles. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hoodle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh. You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hoodle?
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Want to take a break?
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought. I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
What are you staring for?
Do all Danon fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about?
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shionne.
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danons that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renin's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renins, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renins, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power. So, this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just... You know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renin soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul-searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you. All right, guys. Ready to go?
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mention anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No, she was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shionne?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Danon ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Danon designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Danons will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
I'll take you all on! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Searing flame! Reload!
See ya!
Rising
Wyvern! You're on! Stay away from its toxin!
Rising
Run you through! You're on! Rising Wyvern! You're on! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
By the power of water!
Talent Storm! Touch cannon! Another notch in the old belt.
Keep 'em coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Rising Wyvern!
Where are you going?
You're on! You're
Run
mine!
you through!
Searing flame!
Solar Blade! This one's all
Talent
mine!
Storm! Take aim and blast it out of the sky!
Searing flame!
Take this!
I'm
It's
on
over!
over!
You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Take this!
That's it!
It's over!
Had it coming!
Rising
Talent
Wyvern!
Storm!
You're on!
Reload!
Never imagined there were Zoogles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zoogles don't come from nature. Who knows what else is lurking out there?
Guess we have to be prepared for anything.
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hoodle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said, you never know when snake eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renin surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renins. They've got Danans spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Alphen. That's why the world needs people like us.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
gonna be tough.
See ya!
You're mine! I owe you one. Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
By the power of water! Gemini Aqua!
I'll run you through!
Let the
See ya!
marksman handle this!
Talent
This
storm!
one's mine!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
One final push!
Right!
Give them all we got!
These little ones are...
Less talking, more pummeling.
That was almost too easy. Normally I don't pick on
Rising
weak.
Wyvern! Mirage!
See ya!
By the power of water!
Mirage!
Here, let me help.
Ignite!
Do it!
Take two!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
By the power of water!
Take this! You're finished!
Don't go charging off like that!
You're mine!
See ya!
Reload!
You're finished!
Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're mine!
Getting started!
It's
Your
over!
wings won't save you from me!
Rising Wyvern! Here I come! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Mirage! It's over!
I'm ready!
Swallow Blade! Here I come! Mirage!
By the power of water! Gemini Aqua! There!
Swallow Blade! You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Bad feeling about
Rising
it.
Wyvern!
I never miss!
You're mine! Mirage!
You're surrounded! Just stay calm! See ya!
Rising Wyvern!
Talent storm!
Not today!
Burning strike!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
I'm out of
You're
ammo!
finished!
Talent storm!
Rising Wyvern!
Cannon!
Searing flame!
Mirage!
Take it! One more!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'll run you through!
I need to be stronger. I have a bad feeling about
Rising
this.
Wyvern!
Mirage! Reload!
See ya!
Searing flame! Reload!
Rising
I'm out
Wyvern!
of ammo! I'm
Mirage!
all stuffed up! Mega ray!
You're mine!
By the do it!
Take
I'll
this!
run you through!
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Great! On to the next!
I should...
Roger
Let
that.
the marksman
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Let me know if you're struggling.
Guess I misread the landing. That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
We don't have much choice.
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
I'm on it. You're not giving up now, are you?
No, I refuse to let it end like this.
That's what I want to hear. Raise your sword. I'll run you through.
No escape!
See ya.
Mirage!
Swallow blade. They're targeting shield.
No escape! Rising Wyvern! Come one, come all! Thanks!
I'm on it.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
I'll run you through. See ya. Talon storm.
Mirage!
The flame of freedom.
Slash!
Must not
Try
die.
harder.
How's this? That is coming.
Rising Wyvern!
Storm. Touch cannon.
Mirage! Here I come! You're finished!
Touch cannon. I'll run you through.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Talon storm. Touch cannon.
Rising Wyvern!
Run you through. That's coming. Talon storm. Touch cannon. I'm on it. Slice.
This should do it!
Storm. Touch cannon. I'm on it.
Ready to
See
go!
ya. Talon storm.
One
Touch
more!
cannon.
Mega ray!
Rising Wyvern! It's time!
Talon storm.
Burn in hell!
Touch cannon. I'll run you through.
Rising Wyvern!
Coming.
Mirage!
Talon storm. Touch
These
cannon.
little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Burning strike!
Here, let me help.
I'm on it.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Talon storm. Touch
Mega ray!
cannon.
Gemini Ultra!
I'll run you through.
Rising Wyvern!
That is coming.
Mirage!
Talon storm.
If it's in the sky,
Try harder!
I never miss!
No
Do it!
chance! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Here I come!
By the power of
Mirage! You're finished!
Slice.
Take this! You're
Gemini
finished!
Touch cannon.
Mirage!
Mega ray!
Rising Wyvern!
By the power of water!
How's this?
You're mine!
That is coming.
Try harder! My turn! Take this!
Touch cannon.
You're mine! Mirage!
Mega ray! Searing flame! Reload!
Rising
Not
Wyvern!
ammo.
Touch
It's
cannon.
on!
Stopped up!
It's not going to plan.
Water!
That is coming. Talon storm.
Here's a
Touch
healing art!
cannon.
Here I come!
First aid!
Why'd you heal me?
I'm on
To
it.
stop you dying?
Ah, right.
That is coming.
Recover!
I owe you one.
Storm. Touch cannon.
Mega ray!
Here I come!
Searing
How's
flame!
this?
Mirage!
See ya. Talon storm.
Frost and rain!
cannon.
I'm out of ammo! This one's mine!
I'm on it. That is coming.
Rising
Talon
Wyvern!
storm.
Mirage!
Touch
Gemini
cannon.
Ultra! Take it!
Rising Wyvern!
Searing
I'll
flame!
run you through. That
Take
is
this!
coming.
By the
It's
power
over!
of
Storm.
water!
Touch cannon.
Gemini Ultra!
I'm on it.
Mega! Damn it! Flame of fury! Burning!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
I'm on it.
Searing flame! Reload!
Now! Rising
Cleave right
Wyvern!
through him.
Do
You
it!
can leave that to me.
That
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique?
We're stronger together than we are apart.
And what have we got here?
Oh, I saw that in a book once. Those things are worth a lot.
You're a little bookworm, aren't you?
Don't get careless!
No!
Don't tell me!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Burning strike!
Rising Wyvern! You're on! You're mine!
I'll cover you!
Let's try this! Infernal
Here I
Torch!
go!
Here I come! Cannon! You're finished! Here I come!
Power of water! I'm ready!
You're mine! How's this? You're finished! Had it coming!
There! Do
Your
it!
Talon Storm!
Whoa, take a look at that.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm only getting
You're
started.
off! You're mine!
See ya.
Here I go. Mine.
It's over! Slice! Rising Wyvern! You're off!
Well then, let's keep moving.
I need something to eat.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Rising Wyvern! You're on! Take this! Talon! Wait! Take that!
I'm
Here I come! It's over! You're mine! It's over! You're on!
Talon Storm.
Here I come! I'm not done! You're on! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! You're on! You're mine!
Where are you going?
Talon Storm.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep 'em coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
Not much further now. The exit'll take us straight into Cyslodia.
You're brooding again. What's eating at you?
We defeated Balsif and liberated Calaglia from the Renans. Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Danans in Cyslodia. I'm committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our endgame here?
Good question. The Danans vastly outnumber the Renans. Yet we rarely take up arms, because we know that when it comes to firepower, we don't stand a chance. Even if you succeeded in overthrowing the Lords and freeing Dana, then what? Lenegis would still hover over us, the Renan motherland behind it. If they so desired, the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second, no matter how powerful that blazing sword of yours is.
So what you're saying is we don't stand a chance. So what the heck are we even doing?
There's no sense in discarding today's victory for tomorrow's loss. If fighting yields even a single day of freedom, it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's the day we make preparations for the battle that will free us for good. Speaking pragmatically, the fact the Renans don't exterminate us all in spite of their technical advantage has to mean one thing. They need us. It's up to us to put a dent in their armor before they cotton on to our plan. That way, we force them to the negotiating table.
You want to negotiate with the Renans?
It's galling, I know, but it's the only way to survive while securing our freedom at the same time.
That's... But even so, we can't just...
If you lot are done talking, there's a lord we came to overthrow.
What about you, Shionne? What do you plan on doing after we've given the lords the boot?
All I know is, my reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours. I'm through answering these pointless questions.
So this is Cyslodii.
How far is it to the capital?
We've still got a ways to go. Also, the Zeugles here are different than those in Calaglia, so be careful.
Got it. Sounds like we should make sure we stick close together as we keep moving.
Agreed. Hey, Shionne!
It'll be hard for me to use my rifle in a pinch if we're all bunched together. I'll follow behind the rest of you.
Right. Makes sense.
What's up with her? She seems even more upfront than back in Calaglia.
In case you forgot, we're in enemy territory now. If you don't get serious and focus on the task at hand, you'll be inviting trouble.
Don't take it personally. I think that's just the way she is. Plus, you have to remember, with those thorns of hers, she's probably not used to anybody being all that friendly to her. The fact that you can't feel pain means you probably end up getting closer to her than she's used to.
You really think so?
We're talking about someone who came down to Dana all by herself. But you don't see her homesick for Lenegis at all, do you?
No.
That alone speaks volumes about how difficult her whole situation must be.
Yeah.
It's your job as her partner to understand that, and give her the support she needs. You two are going to be stuck together for a while, so the sooner you make nice, the better.
Make nice?
Yep. Now come on.
I get that they're not exactly on the best of terms, but... Is everything going to be okay with these people?
Rinwell, don't go too far ahead. You never know where Zeugles might be lurking.
Oh, we'll be fine. We've been able to handle them up until now.
Still, better that you hang back a bit.
No way! I'm the one who asked you to come here in the first place, remember?
Yeah, but if we lose you, we won't know where to go. Besides, it's old guys like me who should be sticking their necks out first.
But...
We need you in order to get in contact with the Resistance in Cyslodii. So stick close until we find them, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Now you've got me wondering. How'd you make it to Calaglia in the first place? I find it hard to imagine you didn't run into Zeugles along the way.
Are you good at hiding or something?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just really good at staying out of sight.
Wow. Still, you had to have been pretty lucky to have made it the whole way unscathed.
Lucky indeed. It's crazy to feel just how much the temperature has changed from crossing over a single peak.
Is it really that big of a difference?
Definitely. Calaglia was hot.
I can only tell from appearance, so... Achoo!
You might not be able to feel it, but it sure looks like your body responds to it just the same.
Seems like it. So if I sneeze, I guess that it's a sign that it's getting chilly.
They say that sneezing is often the first sign you're coming down with the cold, too. That's all the more reason you need to be careful with... Ha-choo!
Was that also a sneeze?
I just bit my tongue, that's all.
No, it sounded a lot different from mine. But I could swear it was still...
It wasn't a sneeze, okay? Ha-choo!
Guess we both need to be careful out here in the cold. What's this thing? I noticed the Zoogles here are a lot different from what we're used to back in Calaglia.
It's because this realm is so cold. I imagine they had to be adapted to fit the climate.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
You're mine! By the power of water!
Mirage!
Here's a healing art!
See ya! Don't let them form a pack!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
You all off!
Rising Wyvern!
you picked the
Don't
wrong
charge
fight!
it off like that!
Here I come! Mirage! Mega
Covering wind! Run you through!
You're mine!
See ya!
Rising Wyvern!
Cannon!
Take this! Here I go! I'm only getting searing flame! Wind! You're mine! Let them mark me!
See ya!
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Wind! Flame of fury! Take this! It's over!
I'm on it!
You're mine! Talent! Here I come! Searing flame! Reload! No escape!
See ya!
Wind! By the power of water! Here I come! Back into the fray!
I'll run you through! See ya! Talent!
Searing flame! Reload! Blades! You're mine! This one's all mine!
Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
What's this thing?
Get lost!
Rising Wyvern! One more! Mirage!
I'll run you through!
Burn! By the
See ya!
power of water! You're finished!
Airborne
Wind!
My special.
You're mine!
Here I go. It's over.
You got flyers!
I've got this.
Rising Wyvern!
Let him mark me.
All yours! Here I
Still got some energy left?
Finished!
Need you ask?
Glad to hear it! In that case... Whoa! Take a look at that!
Don't get careless.
Rising Wyvern!
Don't tell me!
I'm on it!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Coming! Talent Storm!
I never miss.
Touch Cannon! Strike!
Here I go.
You're on!
I'm only
I'm
getting
on it.
started. Do it!
See ya!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Run you
I'm
through!
only getting
Head
started.
on!
Reload! I'm out of ammo. Do it!
Severing wings!
Searing flame! Reload!
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep them coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it. Right, here goes! Here I come! Mirage!
This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said than done.
No excuses! This is up to us!
This one's all mine. Rising Wyvern!
Searing flame! Reload!
Mirage!
See
Searing
ya!
flame! Reload! I'm out of
Rising
ammo.
Wyvern! Strike!
Back into the...
Mirage!
That was almost too easy. Would you like to warm up some?
Aren't there people in there?
You should let yourself unwind when you get the chance.
I guess there's no arguing with that.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Oh?
Whoa! Hmm?
Right.
Mm-hmm. What?
Hmm.
Hmm? Just great.
All right.
Nice.
Right.
Right.
Happy now, Shion?
Yeah, I'd say so.
She'd better be, after all she ate.
I stopped before I was full, though.
What?
Is it hard leaving Calaglia behind?
No. Actually, it's kind of a relief to be away from there.
Really? What makes you say that?
Because it was getting to the point where every man, woman, and child would come up and talk to me like they knew me. I could barely find a moment to breathe, let alone relax.
Well, what you did was kind of a big deal, you know. You overthrew a Renan lord and burst open the gates of fire.
Yeah, but that was only because I had the blazing sword with me. We wouldn't have made it to Balsef without you and the Crimson Crows, Zephyr.
Maybe so. But you're still the one who took him out in the end. It's only natural for people to look up to those who protect them. You're a hero to those people.
I never asked to be one. I never asked to take the place of a lord in people's minds. I don't want it.
You're a strange one, Alphen. That's for sure. If that's how you really feel, then hold on to that. Listen to those thoughts when you feel lost and don't know what to do. If you can do that, you won't lose sight of who you are, or what the right path to take is.
The right path to take, huh? Okay, off we go.
Normally I don't pick on the
Rising Wyvern!
You picked the wrong fight!
Mega Ray! Rhythm Mark can handle this!
You're finished! Had it coming!
Hear me! Flash Fury! Burning Strike!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
It's over! You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
That's it!
See ya! Rising Wyvern! You're on! Here I come!
Do it!
You're finished! Jump!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
you all off!
Rising
Here I
Wyvern!
go!
Mirage!
You're mine!
I'm on it!
Swallow Blade!
See ya.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Searing flame! Reload!
Severing Wind!
I'm on
Mirage!
it!
Take this!
See ya!
It's over!
Talon Storm! Tusk Cannon!
Here I go! It's
Rising
over.
Wyvern! Mirage!
I'm all stuffed up!
I'll run you through!
Severing Wind!
Talon Storm! Tusk! This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said than done. Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
If it's in the sky, it's
over.
mine!
Cannon!
It's on! You're mine! Mirage!
By the power of water!
Rising Wyvern!
Gemini
Mirage! Here I...
Here's a
Not
hero!
today! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Gemini Aqua! I'm all
Win!
stuffed up! Do it!
I still got a ways to go. Gotta break through. Rising Wyvern!
One more!
Mirage!
Mega Ray!
How's this? You're surrounded! Just stay
You're
calm!
mine!
Talon
Swallow Blade!
Flame!
Storm! I'll run you through!
I'm not...
See ya!
By the power
Rising
of water!
Wyvern! Mirage!
Gemini
Take this!
How's this?
Searing flame!
Severing Wind!
I'm out of
Here I
ammo.
come!
Back into my
It's
friend.
over! Mirage!
This.
Take this!
See ya!
It's over!
Talon Storm!
Severing Wind! Take this! It's over!
Mega Ray!
Mirage!
Do it!
Here I come!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
houses in a place like this. People really live all the way out here?
The whole area is just little villages. This one's Messiah 224.
Wait, I hear something. Sounds like people arguing.
Bureau agents. The Snake Eyes must be here. We should sneak past them. That was my original plan, since you all stick out so much.
Why? In case one of your people tattles on us?
It's the Renans who are making us do it.
Oh yeah? Like this Renan who you need to save your people's skin?
Oh, that's rich, coming from the Bright Eyes whose people are the reason we're in this mess in the
That's
first
enough.
place. But she started it!
3 centuries of resentment is too much to lay at a single person's feet. Same goes for you, Shion. You can't ignore the past when speaking of the present. Now, what's going on in that village?
If I were to guess, someone tipped off the Snake Eyes and they're here to make an arrest.
You'd better not be about to suggest we get involved. I'm here for the Lord's head, and nothing more.
That go for you too, Alphen? Why did you come?
Why? To liberate this realm's slaves, of course.
Are you still a slave?
Me? No.
Then tell me what it means to live unshackled. I'll tell you what it means. It means living on your own terms. Being your own master. Thinking and making decisions for yourself. And being prepared to accept the consequences. Understand?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. So prove it to me.
Shionne.
Don't start with me. I'm not going, and that's that.
I understand. Just wait here with Rinwell till we get back, okay?
You're going in without the sword?
Looks to be that way. This is my choice, after all.
Your choice? Ugh, listen to yourself. That sword's useless to me without someone to use it. You go dying on me out there and you'll put our whole mission in jeopardy.
But I need us all to make it safely to Cислodien.
Too many sacrifices have already been made. We came here to put a stop to any more.
You've sacrificed something too, huh?
Hide somewhere until it's over. You hear me?
Damn those Renans. I hate seeing Danon suffering under them here, too.
I'm surprised you're so angry about it. You're not even from here.
It doesn't matter where I'm from. Enough is enough with these people.
Silence, embedded! Anyone who fails to cooperate will be arrested and tried as a traitor to the realm.
Damn it. Some rat must have sold us out again.
You there! You want me to haul you up on suspicion of civil disobedience?
But I didn't. Ah!
What? Leave him alone! An embedded dares defy the orders of his lordship? Know your place, slave!
We can't use the blazing sword this close to the villagers. They could get hurt. But there are too many agents. Zephyr?
Law. Is that you?
What's going on? Aren't we supposed to be fighting them?
You're alive.
What are you doing here? The realm of Cyslodia doesn't tolerate civil dissidents like you.
Law.
I hereby detain you in the name of his lordship!
Zephyr? What the hell?
Zephyr!
Here they come!
Rising Wyvern!
away!
Mirage!
I'm a true gunslinger around here.
Bring him down! Eat dirt! I'll take you all off! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Eat this! Mega Ray!
Fall back!
Storm!
You're mine! Take it! Swallow blade! No escape!
I'm out! I'm almost down!
I'm on it! Come and get it!
Flame!
Take this!
Here I go!
Mirage! Here I
By the power of
Try
water!
harder! Not a chance! First strike!
Locked and loaded!
It's over!
This sword! Here, let me help!
Rising Wyvern! Release! Engage! Zephyr! Are you trying to get caught?
I'm sure that can be arranged!
Not if I can help it! Fire support! Swallow blade!
Locked and loaded!
Pull back! Rising Wyvern! Release! Mirage! Mission! We've turned the tables on.
There are still more left.
What's going on, Zephyr? Why won't you fight him? Is that soldier someone you know?
Don't hurt him.
What are you...
Please.
It won't work, you know.
You never change, do you? You've always got that dead-knowing look on your face! Zephyr!
I got it handled.
But he just...
He's my son.
Oh, so now you remember me.
The nerve of you!
I'm gonna wipe that damn look off your face once and for all! Run in hell!
Rinwell, you...
Law.
Watch yourselves! The insurgents are armed!
Enemy reinforcements. Use the sword.
I can't. The villagers will get caught in the blast. We need to fall back!
Oh, for crying out loud.
Zephyr!
Go. Leave without me.
You can't...
I'm not leaving without him.
Alphen, there's no time.
But what about the resistance? Everyone's counting on you!
Forgive me.
Ugh! We've waited all night, but nobody's shown up.
No sign of Zephyr or an enemy pursuit. So, what's the plan now?
You really need to ask? We go rescue Zephyr.
If he's under arrest, they'll have taken him to Цислодии, the capital city. Assuming he's still alive, that is.
I can't believe Zephyr never told us he had a son. I wonder if the rest of the Crimson Crows knew about it.
And to find him in that village of all places. Some coincidence, huh?
Those fireworks you pulled out of your hat back there. They were astral arts, weren't they?
Shionne, what the hell are you doing?
Except I've never heard of a Danon who can cast astral arts. Are you a Renan?
Like hell I am!
No, of course not. Renan's eyes light up when they use astral arts. And when you used an art, your eyes definitely didn't. So I guess that means you can't be a so-called bright eyes after all.
Sorry.
You're right. Those were astral arts I used. Same as the ones wielded by the Renans. A long time ago, my family, my people, were once known as mages.
A Danon mage? Up until now, I'd only ever heard of them in stories and rumors. Though now I've seen one with my own eyes, I suppose I'll have to believe it.
We've been in hiding for a long, long time, even before the Renans first attacked. That's why no one knew about us.
Even before the Renans?
Yeah. My ancestors were persecuted and targeted for their gifts.
But it was by their fellow Danons.
They lived hidden away all these centuries, keeping their existence secret even from the Resistance. My mom and dad drilled it into me that I was never, under any circumstances, supposed to let anyone find out about us.
If that's the case, then why did you use your powers back there?
I don't know. One second I saw Zephyr about to be killed, and the next I was...
Danon astral arts. If the Renans knew such a threat existed, there'd be hell to pay.
Hey!
What? You think I'm gonna go to the Lords with this information? I'm a traitor and an outcast at this point. Or did you forget? What amazes me is how anyone could have that kind of power and yet keep it hidden all this time. Didn't you ever want to use it to help your people?
Don't talk like you know the first thing about me, Renan!
That's enough. Zephyr wouldn't want this.
Listen, all I care about is taking out the Lords, okay? Which is no doubt what her people want too. Using her powers to help do it only makes sense.
Makes sense for who? Us? Besides, Zephyr comes first. We can't just abandon him.
It's fine.
Huh?
You're going to save Zephyr, right? If so, you're going to need my powers to do it. I don't want anyone else to die.
Are you sure? Then let's get back to the village. We need to find out what happened.
What's wrong?
Nothing, just... I'm surprised how dark out it is.
Why wouldn't it be? It's still night after all.
No, that's what's weird. A lot of time's passed since we arrived in Cyslodia. You'd figure the sun would have come up by now.
Oh, right. It's not like this back in Calaglia, is it? To be honest, I completely forgot. Basically, it's always night in this realm.
Huh?
It's been that way forever. It never gets any brighter outside, even in the morning.
So it's always dark all day long?
But how? How is that even possible? Did the Renans cause this?
Of course they did. It's complicated to explain, though. It'd be easier to just get to Cysloden so you can see what's going on for yourself.
I'll take your word for it. But right now, finding Zephyr comes first.
I wonder how Zephyr's doing. If that law guy is his son, they shouldn't be rough with him.
I want to believe that. But those two didn't look like they're exactly on good terms. Actually, now I'm curious. Can Danans enlist in the Snake Eyes too?
Definitely. They're useful for surveillance here. Doesn't win you many friends on either side, though.
So why is Zephyr's kid working for the Renans then?
All of creation across the heavens stems from the 6 essences. We lack only darkness while they are without light. Thus, to achieve perfection...
What are you muttering over there?
I was practicing a magic incantation.
An incantation? Is it anything like the spells that people use today?
Not quite. It takes time for me to finish my chants, so I'm practicing saying them quickly and accurately. You know, just in case. I've always tried my best never to use magic if I can avoid it up until now.
You said you and your family used to live in hiding, right? Because you were a mage. Where did all the other mages go? Sorry, I didn't realize it was such a sensitive topic.
It's okay. Hey, so, about my magic.
You want to keep it a secret, right?
Yeah, sorry.
A little late for that after what happened in the village, don't you think?
Easy, Shionne.
It's just... I didn't want Zephyr to die. That's why I used it.
I know. And we might have lost him without your help. So thank you, Rinwell.
Sure.
Is that owl okay? It's been stiff as a board for a while now.
You're right. I wonder what's up with it. Come here. It's okay. I won't hurt you. Crap!
Huh? What happened?
I hate to say this, Rinwell, but I lost Hootle. I didn't mean to scare him, but he took off.
Boodle? He's right next to you.
He is? All I see is snow.
Dan and owls conceal themselves when they feel threatened. I guess he's still not quite used to being around other people yet.
That would explain it. I should have been more careful with him. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm the only human he's comfortable with. Come here, Hootle!
Damn, he was that close?
He's just a little wary of you. I think he gets that you're going to be with us for a while, though. Step in the right direction. If you call his name, he might eventually respond at least.
Got it. Thanks.
At least he's not sick or something.
Indeed. It's quite a relief.
Looks like we've spotted one of Hootle's friends.
It's eerily quiet.
No sign of Zephyr. You think they took him away already?
What say we quit hiding and go ask some villagers? Someone's bound to report us no matter what we do, so we might as well.
Hey, Shionne!
What? You heard her. She's got a point. Our cover was blown last night. Where's the sense in sneaking around?
And what if there are soldiers lurking about?
They would have followed us to the cabin already. Relax. The coast is clear. Let's hurry and speak to the villagers.
Is she always like that? I don't know how you managed to put up with her.
What makes you think I'm managing?
Let's try talking to the villagers.